All right, kids. So a very warm welcome to all of you. Today we are here for the demo and interaction program for mathematics. Basically, it's a combination of Cbse and Olympiad course. So kids, before that, I would like to know, since we have started, but then I would like to know a few things from you. Okay, so the first thing is what are your plans? So all of you are planning to opt for science after your 10th, because 10th is the deciding class, right? So you have to choose your subjects, correct? So anyone? Anyone? In the chat section, please. Okay, so now let me change my question, because come on, Dhruti, Fardhu, Fatima, Shreya, Lakshya.
Lakshya
Yeah,
is thinking about
and
it.
I think
Lakshya.
it would be good if you can just switch on your cameras, because I don't see a single face right now.
Right, I had to
And
ask the students to switch on their cameras, but okay, Lakshya is coming in. Thank you,
yeah, so
Lakshya.
see, Lakshya is smart, right? So let's see if there are other people. Okay, so
Yeah.
Fatima is smart as well.
Yes, nice to see you all. Okay, Lakshya is saying thinking about it yet not decided. All right. Okay, so as mentioned, this is the deciding class, and it's a really difficult class, and difficult as in because we have to choose our subjects wherein we would be taking our career forward to, right?
So just wanted to check one more thing. So have you guys, started your class 10th, or is it you're still like completing class 9th? So how many of you actually now started? Okay, so Pardhu has
Okay.
started. What about the others? Because I'm thinking that maybe few students already have class 9th exams going on. Lakshya, like, what's the status? Fatima, so can somebody answer like simple question? I still have my exams going on. Okay, Fatima.
Okay.
What about Lakshya and Shreya as well? Shreya, Ronak.
Done. Exams are over. Ronak.
Okay, Ronak. Okay,
Ronak
great.
and Lakshya.
Okay, great. So I think maybe we can get started now.
Yes, definitely. And before getting started, I would like to say one more thing. Kids, you have to be really interactive, because this is mathematics, and you should ask as many questions as possible. So we have a wonderful faculty for you as well. Okay, so like if you don't ask questions, if you don't be interactive, few of your doubts will remain unresolved. Okay, so kids, like whatever comes to your mind regarding this course, regarding the demo session which we are going to conduct in a few minutes, so you should certainly ask. Okay. All right, kids. So, and before that, I'm doing one more thing. I'm sharing all the important links in the chat section. So as mentioned earlier, like this is a combination of Cbse preparation plus Olympiads preparation. So you can check the syllabus for both of these courses, like Cbse classes and Olympiad classes, on the links given in the chat section. We have the payment link. So if interested to enroll for this program, you can go to this link and make your payment. We have the feedback link. So in case if you have any feedback to give to us, you can certainly do that by going here. And we have an important link on our website by the name of all batch details, that is /live/batch details, wherein you can find the details of all the upcoming and ongoing batches for various grades and subjects. And finally, like we have our support email and phone number. So if you have any doubts, any questions after this session as well, you can certainly drop us an email at support@olympiadsuccess.com, or you can write to us like on our WhatsApp number also, which is 95607 64447. Okay, so we would be happy to help you. All right, kids. So like now we are good to begin with the session. So the flow of this program, this session especially, would be like, first of all, there would be an introduction by Nitin sir, who is the director of the company Olympiad Success. Then there would be an introduction by Tariq sir, who would be mentoring your course. After that, there would be a short presentation about this course, which I would be taking up. And after the presentation, we would be having a short question and answer round. So kids, like, you can ask whatever is coming to your mind related to the presentation which we had shown, and whatever questions you have, do write it down in the chat section and we will be answering all of them. And after the question and answer session, we will be starting with the demo session by Tariq sir. Okay, kids. So over to you, Nitin sir.
Okay, good. So I think let me start with the question. How many of you know about Olympiad Success or know about Tariq sir? Anybody who studied from Tariq sir in the past? Okay, Lakshay, you have. Okay, that's good to hear. Tariq sir, anybody that you remember? Anybody who has been your student?
I am able to read the name. Atharva is also there, apart from Lakshay.
Why are you not responding then? So are there kids like this? I think so. Atharva is at least quite responsive, and he's also switched on his camera. So I think the reason I asked that is because I think, knowing Tariq sir, please understand that since this is class 10th, this is definitely a critical class in the sense that this is your first major milestone in terms of the exams that you're going to give, right? Where an external authority is going to be taking an exam. Things are going to be a little tough. The reason being tough is because we are going to ensure that whoever is going to attend these classes, the results are going to be extremely good. So I think I can tell you that with the help of Tariq sir and making sure that we have interest from the students, there should not be any reason why anybody should not be able to score 95% plus. So that is something that has to be given, but that would also mean that the seriousness of this class is taken to the next level. Now what that means is there are going to be assignments which are going to be delivered after every class. So once the class is going to be over, it will be mandatory for students to solve a few questions as directed by Tariq sir, and that will have to be submitted before the next class. Okay. Second thing is that after every topic, there's going to be a test which is going to be administered, and that is going to be shared with pretty much everybody. Third thing is that we would not have any option for people to start missing the classes, right? I believe people who have studied with Tariq sir, you would understand that Tariq sir is fairly passionate and he's also very committed. So that is definitely going to be the case. Next thing that I can mention is that I think with Tariq sir, we have the privilege of you interacting with Tariq sir directly on WhatsApp. So that is a facility which I think is generally not available. But since it is going to be class 10th and Tariq sir likes to respond to each and every student's query, we are going to make that happen. And I'm sure that if we maintain that discipline of solving questions almost after every class, taking the mock tests very seriously, there's absolutely no reason why we should not be able to get very good results from all the students who are going to be taking this. If you feel that you're not serious or you're not going to be committed, my strong recommendation is please don't join this course. Okay, because I want very few students, but all the students who are very, very committed. I think that is what we are looking for. Another thing is that we are going to be using RS Agarwal as the base, and hopefully you know that RS Agarwal is little difficult than the typical NCERT book. Plus, we are also going to be ensuring that apart from the Cbse curriculum, we are also preparing you for Olympiad exams. In a way, we are also covering the course for IIT Foundation, which I think a lot of you would be looking for. So that I think as you enter into class 11, your foundation, at least mathematics, is fairly strong. Okay. There's a question that has come in from Atharva. How will the mock test be conducted? So mock test will be conducted online, the way it has been conducted. For the mock tests which are going to be Cbse oriented, we are going to be, so you would have to actually, we would be using Google Classroom most probably. you would have to actually, so there would be a question paper in PDF format that is going to be circulated to you. You would have to just put it on, let's say, a normal A4 size paper, and then scan it. And then I'm sure you would have done that in your school, right? For class 8th and 9th for last 2 years. We'll follow exactly the same process. You'll have to actually upload it. Tariq sir is going to be checking those papers and then communicating the marks to you, right? So that is exactly the process that we're going to follow for Cbse. And since and the mock test for Olympiads, they're going to be conducted in the same way as you would have taken for class 9th earlier with us. Is that clear? So things are going to be little, as I said, I think the discipline is going to be very high, and we are going to make sure that there's a certain rigor that we are going to be following to ensure that at the end of it, you feel happy about the scores that you get in your board exams. Okay, I think if there are no further questions, I'll actually ask Aarti to share a brief presentation, and then I think we'll follow up with question and answer.
Okay, so sir, maybe like we can have introduction by Tariq sir.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that. So Tariq sir, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Hello, guys. Myself, Tariq Ahmed, and I'm able to see Lakshya here as well as Atharva also present here. So both of you know me for 2 years, but rest of the people, let me introduce myself. I have been in this profession for last 20 years. In fact, I have been teaching mathematics from grade 8, and I take it up to grade 1 level, in fact. So since 2002, I have been in this profession. Now you can say that it is the 20th year. So I have really a very vast experience in this field. My many students are there. They are in reputed companies. Some are in Delhi Police. Some are there in Akashvani. So many students are there in last 20 years. They have gone to their respective places. So as far as content is concerned, this is a course where we are going to start from the basics. And for basic content, we are going to focus on R.S. Agarwal. So we will have to solve each and every question of R.S. Agarwal in the classroom. I will explain some of the questions and then give you some homework. And as Nidhi sir said, that you will have to answer in that PDF format. And then later I will check and give you marks also. After the completion of every chapter, then I will go for advanced concept, which will contain some content from maybe from 11th class also, if that is related to 11th. So we will learn basics, and I am very much sure that after taking the classes, you are going to get, as sir said, that 95 plus in board examination. And also this is the year where you are going to face NTSE exam. A scholarship exam is there, so that would be sufficient. Our classes would be sufficient, and you can very easily crack that NTSE as well as Olympiad exams. So I'm very much sure, and I hope that you will, with your coordination, with your support, we will gain what we want. That's from myself. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tariq sir. It was a wonderful intro, and I'm sure students are going to like your demo as well for the today's class and your classes as well. And so kids, now let me start with the presentation wherein I'll take you through the details. Okay, so just a moment. All right, kids. So once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. So today we are here for a demo and introduction program for grade 10 mathematics. It would be a Cbse course. So as told by Nitin sir and Tariq sir, we would be focusing on R.S. Agarwal, which would be covering all your basics, and there would be few advanced topics as well. Okay, so let us begin by understanding who we are. So who is Olympiad Success? So few of you would already know about us, but then let me introduce ourselves. So basically we are India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad examinations. 3 years back, like this is our 3rd year, so we had started our Olympiad Success live classes, which are again India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiads preparation. And we do have a School Plus program. This is in particular for grades 3 to 8, wherein we have a combination of 8 subjects, which are math, science, English, logical reasoning. And these are for the Olympiads preparation, while we have 4 other subjects, which are communication, and it has both spoken and written, Vedic mathematics, and coding. So these are essential for your skill building. Coming up to like what else we have introduced. So Cbse is the new introduction to our Olympiad Success classes, basically live classes. So these online Cbse classes would be conducted for grades 6th to 12th. Okay. Apart from that, we have started one-to-one preparation classes for international mathematics Olympiads also. So kids, you would be aware of these examinations like SASMO, CMO, HKIMO, TMO, Math Counts, US Common Core Math Competition, Math Kangaroo, and PRMO. So we do prepare kids for these examinations as well. Also, one more thing like I would like to mention here is about the JEE mains preparation classes. So we are soon going to start with these classes as well. So these would be group classes. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, just want to add that we are the only organization who operates at a national level or international level, focusing on JEE mains, right? So typically, most of the classes which are available, right, provided by some of the known institutes, they will provide a mix of JEE mains and JEE advanced, right? And I think as a result, if the student is not able to cope up with very advanced concepts, that person may not be able to even do well in JEE mains, right? Because the student is actually struggling with some of the advanced concepts, and there's no distinction between preparation for JEE mains and JEE advanced. So our focus will be on JEE mains to ensure that at least a student who is actually studying through us is able to get a good admission in one of these good NITs, or let's say other institutes like BITSAT, basically BITS Pilani or BITS Ranchi, Thapar Institute of Technology, or Vellon Institute of Technology. So I think our focus will be to ensure that people are able to get decent ranks in JEE mains and they are able to join some of these places.
Absolutely, sir. So now coming up to our international rank holders for the academic year 2021. So this is for last year. The results for last year are getting compiled, and soon we would be updating our list. But then for last year, we had 40 plus international rank ones, 70 plus in top 5, and 120 plus in top 10. So one thing which Tariq sir had mentioned, so he had mentioned about the effort from your side as well. So, you know, everything works in collaboration. So your mentor would be working hard, but then we need your effort as well, which is really very important. Okay. So now coming up to the live Cbse session details. So your classes would be conducted in groups, with around 20 sessions, and we will be delivering the sessions through Zoom only, as we are doing it right now. There will be 3 sessions per week, and the days will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. These are 1-hour classes. So your timing will be from 6:45 p.m. till 7:45 p.m. And this will be as per IST, which is Indian Standard Time. Your sessions would be including a mix of theory, practice questions, doubt sessions, and discussion on previous year papers. You would be getting reading material for Olympiad preparation on your dashboard of Olympiad Success. So you'd be getting both reading material and practice questions. Also, as mentioned earlier, we will be referring to the book R.S. Agarwal. Okay, so each and every question of R.S. Agarwal would be solved. Now, talking about the syllabus, so I had shared the links earlier also. I'll be doing that once again. And, you know, like there are 2 syllabus, so you can check the syllabus on the given links. One is for Cbse and the other one is for Olympiad classes. Coming up to the fees, so the fees for this course is rupees 25,000. So this is in INR, Indian National Rupees. The total duration of this course is 10 months. And if you're interested, you can enroll to this course by making payment on this link, which is on Razorpay Cbse classes. Okay. And what your fees would be including, I would reiterate. So it would have the online classes, daily reading notes and exercises, and practice of previous year papers. One more thing, like if you enroll today itself for this course, you are eligible for a free CREST Mathematics Olympiad examination. So this CREST Olympiads is an organization which conducts Olympiads for various subjects. and you can visit their website to check like what all they provide. So we do give a free CMO exam if you enroll for this program today. Coming up to the prerequisites and the preparation part. So like you should attend these classes using a laptop or a desktop with good internet connectivity and use headphones if possible. Also, like you would be required to spend few hours every day to cope up with the curriculum. So there would be lots of homework given to you, so you need to solve them, come back with your queries, ask Tariq sir. And as told earlier that you would have the exclusivity, right? You would be there in the WhatsApp group with Tariq sir, so in case if you have any doubts you can ask there as well. So that's it for now, kids. Like this is all about live CBSE classes for math grade 10. Your live classes will be beginning from March 23rd, which is the Wednesday. And finally, one thing about Olympiad Success. So in the last academic year, that is 21-22, we had students participating from more than 3,800 schools across India and abroad. And we have students with us from 35 plus countries. So thank you once again, kids. So kids, now if you have any doubts, you can write it down in the chat section and we will be taking up all your queries one by one. So there is one question from Athar, which he's asking, will the papers of board be covered?
Board exams, yeah.
Yeah, what type of board exam? Like all the board exams would be covered, I believe.
No. CBSE, I think so. I think obviously this course is for CBSE, right? So we would be covering the course for CBSE.
He wants to know that whether we can cover the previous year questions.
Previous year papers will be covered.
Oh,
so yeah, so that will be taken care of. So Atharva, that's what I wanted to tell you, right? So I think the objective for us is to ensure that using this course, the preparation is very comprehensive, and we'll try to ensure that most of the last 5 years, 6 years papers, they are actually covered in the class for sure. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Atharva.
And you would have heard that at least if you do 5 to 10 years previous year papers, then scoring 80-85% is not very difficult. But obviously our objective is not scoring that marks. I think our objective is that if we are able to follow the rigor, right, which we are going to enforce. I'm saying enforce, right, because we are going to be a little strict this time. There's no reason why students should not be able to score 95% above.
Yes. Any other questions, students?
I think there was one more question earlier. Can you? Okay, I think that was different. So, sir, can you send me this recording to me? So, Dhruti, I think this recording is available on Facebook. Afti will be able to share the link right away. So that in case you want to refer the recording later on, you can do that definitely. Okay, so I think Dhruti, you can just copy the link. Are there any further questions, sir? How much amount per month? Yeah, so Bhargavi, if you are making the payment upfront, the price is 25,000 rupees, which is for 10 months. But in case you want to make it on a monthly basis, the amount will be 3,000 rupees per month.
Parthu is saying we learn in our school.
Yeah, Parthu, if you can just mention the question, because I'm not sure what you are talking about. Sir, what books will be used for Olympiad preparation and will we get any study material? So Subhranshu, for CBSE curriculum, we are going to be referring to R.S. Agarwal. For Olympiad exam preparation, we would be sharing the study material, which will be available on Olympiad Success platform. Okay, so Parthu, I think what are we going to get extra? I think that's a very good question. So typically, I'm assuming that in the school, you would be typically covering the NCERT book. Here, I think the focus will be on covering the R.S. Agarwal book completely. And second thing is that you would also be preparing for Olympiad exams. And I think, as sir mentioned, the mathematics part of NTSE, that should get covered. So there's absolutely no reason why you should not be able to score well if you're able to take this course, right? So that is, this course is definitely a level higher than a typical school curriculum. The reason being that we also want to make sure that students who plan to pursue engineering later on, they don't have any difficulty pursuing from grade 11th onwards.
Yeah,
Akshay's
so
question is, will the Olympiad classes be conducted separately? No, this is actually going to be integrated with this particular course.
yes.
Okay.
Sir, as this course is for 10 months and in school, if one chapter is going on and in Tariq sir class, some other chapter is going on. So how we will cope up? Like last year course used to get finished in 3 months. So we used to be always ahead of school.
Again, a wonderful question, Atharva.
Yeah.
So obviously, we are going to be at least 15-20 days ahead of the school curriculum. That is basically the plan, right? So what we would try to do is, we would try to be 15 days ahead of the school curriculum, so that if there's a chapter which is going to be covered in the school, you are going to cover that upfront. That is point number one. Second thing is that there's also a possibility that different schools have a different timeline. So I think the general direction that we are going to follow is, we'll start with chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 of the NCERT book. If that is the chapter, that the same curriculum that is going to be followed in school, I can assure you that we would be ahead of the school. Or otherwise, you can tell Tariq sir that, sir, can you just push some of the topics earlier, because then we can have a little bit more time towards the end for revision. This is one. Yeah, obviously, if the school is going to start from, let's say, the chapter 8th or chapter 9th, right? There are some teachers who like to go from some middle chapters. Then I think there might be some disconnect. But otherwise, we are going to follow the NCERT book, at least the chapters which are mentioned in the NCERT book.
Sir,
Okay.
yeah, one thing I want to add. In last year, 2 sessions were there. So in first part, some chapters were there to be taught by the school. So we are going to follow the Cbse. So according to Cbse chapters, we are going to follow in our class.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Atharva, another thing is that there's a certain number of chapters that have to be covered in half yearly, and certain chapters to be covered in final exam. We'll try to make sure that at least we are able to cover it earlier.
Yeah. So his question is again, like, will this course finish before November?
Which is the NTSE, right? Tariq sir, what is your view in that? Can you just explain? Otherwise, I can share what is, what.
Yeah, before.
My recommendation would be that we should actually cover the entire syllabus, and then we can use more time towards the end for revision purposes.
Correct. See, by NTSE exam and before the Olympiad exam, we will cover all the topics. That is, we have plenty of time. So we can cover very easily.
Yeah, and Atharva, since you were there last year also, you would have noticed that, say, earlier we had only limited number of sessions, right? We had, I think, around 60 sessions, if I'm 60,
this time double,
60,
yeah.
right? And this time these are 120 sessions, right? So I think the objective is to have very intense classes. Are there any further questions before we move to the demo itself? Okay. Okay, so Tariq sir, I think over to you for the demo.
Okay, sir. So today I'm going to start to show you in my demo class. The topic is linear equation in 2 variables. Atharva and Laksh present here. You may have idea. In the 9th class also I had given a little bit of idea of this topic. So going to explain that here. So the chapter name is linear equation in 2 variables. Normally in every school, this is the first chapter that is being taught. So I know that you have idea about some basic terms, but before going to explain the main thing, I'm going to give 1-2 minutes here on these basic terms. Like variables, you have idea, you may be idea. So who is going to tell me what are variables? You can write in the chat box. Variables. Variables are the numbers whose value not fixed. Not fixed. Those numbers whose value is not fixed. Correct? Okay. Now my another question is, what is used to show a variable? What are the letters which is used to show a variable? Anyone can say? Can write in the chat box. Okay. Okay, Atharva. Okay. Lakshya, good. The first answer was ABCD like that. In fact, that is not correct answer. The answer given by Laksh and Atharv, that is correct. For variables, normally the letters used are from the end of alphabets. X, Y, Z. These are normally used as the variables. Now you can say that no, A, B, C, D. These are also used sometimes as variables. Yeah, you can say like that, but variables are also of two types. One is arbitrary variables. Arbitrary variables. So these are arbitrary variables. Okay. So normally these are supposed as constants in the equation, like AX plus BY plus C equals to 0. So this is an equation. You know that an equation has two sides, LHS as well as RHS. So this here, X, Y, these are variables, and these alphabets A, B, and C, these are taken as constant. Correct? So this point you have to keep in memory that variables are normally expressed by X, Y, Z. Linear. Linear is a word which is defined from the word line. When we add AR to the line, it changes to linear. So linear means in one straight line. So if this is a linear equation, it means if we will draw a graph of this line, so it will comes out like this. It would be a straight line. It won't be a curve. It won't be a circle. It will always be a straight line. Okay. How we come to know that this is a linear equation? The degree of variables in a linear equation is always 1. This you have studied in 9th standard, degree. When degree is 1, that is known as linear. When degree is 2, that is known as quadratic. Degree 3, that is known as cubic. So for an equation to call linear, the degree must be 1. Here, the degree of variable x is 1, the degree of variable y is 1. So it is a linear equation. And two variables, in 8th standard, you have studied this linear equation, but there you have learned it in one variable only. Now you have to learn in two variables. Means there would be more than one variable. Here x is the one and y is the other variable. Later in higher classes, when you come go to 11, there you will learn linear equation in three variables, like ax plus by plus cz equals to d. This is again a linear equation, but this contains three variables. This is not in the syllabus of 10th class, but in advanced concept, we will learn about this also. In board exams, you are not going to get this. You will get a question on this one. Okay. So the name of the chapter is linear equation in two variables. It means there would be two variables. It would be equation means left part and right part. And when you draw the graph of that equation, you will always get a straight line. That's why the name is linear equation in two variables. So I'm writing an equation. 2x plus 3y equals to 5. Tell me whether this is a linear equation. Yes or no? I'm waiting. Yes. Sadhya saying yes. Yes. Daksh saying yes. What about others? Guys, participate. Yeah, good. Yeah, this is linear equation. How we come to know? How we come to know that this is a linear equation? How we come to know? Because degree is 1. Good. Now, x equals to y square. Tell me whether this is an equation or no. Is it an equation? I'm asking whether this is an equation. Yes. Equation in one variable or two variables? Okay, good. Equation in two variables. Now, whether this is example of a linear equation? No, because here the degree is 2. Good. 2x cube minus 3x square plus 5x plus 7 equals to 0. This is a cubic equation because it has degree, highest degree is 3. So it is known as cubic equation. Okay. So this is one equation, 2x plus 3y equals to 5, and another equation, 5x minus y equals to 4. So two equations are given, and we have to solve these two equations. Now, there are three methods to solve linear equations, and those methods are known as, the first one is substitution method. Substitution method. Okay, so I'm going to solve this using the first method, substitution method. Now see, take any one of the equations. It is your wish. Whatever equation you want to take, you can. If you want to take the first equation, you can start with the first. If you want to start with the second one, you can start with the second one. Okay, I'm going to start with the second one. From equation 2, 5x minus y equals to 4. I'm going to take the value of x. 5x I can write equals to y plus 4. Now x would be y plus 4 by 5. So by taking the equation 2, I found the value of x in terms of y. This is a relationship of x and y. It from the second equation. So we need to put this value in the first equation. So now I'm going to put the value of x here in the first equation. From 1, 2, and at the place of x, we need to put the value of this x, which is y plus 4 by 5. Y plus 4 by 5 plus 3y equals to 5. Multiply 2y plus 8 by 5 plus 3y equals to 5. 2y plus 8 plus 15y by 5 equals to 5. 17y plus 8 equals to 25. 5 into 5, 25. 17y equals to 25 minus 8, which is equal to 17. So y is 17 by 17. So y is equal to 1. We get the value of y. How come 25? See, here after this step, we have to use cross multiplication. Equals to sign is here. When a by b equals to c by d, so we can multiply cross. A will multiply with d and b will multiply with c. So this going to multiply with 1. So it will remain 17 plus 8, 17y plus 8, and 5 into 5, we will get 25. Okay. Now, so y is equal to 1. We get the value of y, which is 1. Now we have to put it here at the place of y. We can get x. So x would be, as we have got y as 1, 1 plus 4 by 5. So x is 5 by 5. Cancel. So x is equal to 1. Finally, we get x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. This is the solution. Solution of this equation. Any doubt in this question? Anybody has anything to ask? Okay. Okay. So this is the method This method is known as substitution method. So I explained you substitution method. Substitution method. As I said earlier that there are more than one method. There are more than one method. So I'm going to explain the second method, that is elimination method. Elimination method. The name of second method is elimination method. Okay, so the first equation was 2x plus 3y equals to 5 and 5x minus y equals to 4. Now, using the elimination method, how we can solve? See, elimination method is supposed to be the shortest method. It takes minimum time. It is less time consuming. Substitution method takes a little bit more time than elimination method. So while calculation, we prefer to use this elimination method because this save our time. Now see how we can solve. Using elimination method, we have to equate the coefficient of any one variable. We can equate the coefficient of x or we can equate the coefficient of y. Again, it is our wish. If we want to equate here, we can equate. If we want to equate here, we can equate. I will show by equating both one by one. First of all, I'm going to equate the coefficient of x in both the equations. Here in the first equation, the coefficient is 2. And in the second equation, the coefficient is 5. Now, we have to bring same number at both the places here. The rule is very simple to bring the same number. What we have to do? Just multiply this number 2 in the second equation and this number 5 in the first equation. When we will multiply 5 here, 5 into 2, it will become 10. And when multiply with 2 here, 5 into 2, it will also be 10. So our purpose would be solved because we want same number here. Now, I'm going to multiply with 5 here in the first equation. In each term, 5 into 2, 10x. Then again, 5 into 3, 15y. Then 5 into 5, 25. Here, many students do mistake. They multiply in the left side, but forget to multiply most of the time in the right. And that causes error. So it should be noted. It should be there in your memory that whenever you want to multiply with number, you are free to multiply, but the condition is you need to multiply in every term. That's it. Okay. Now multiply with 2 in all the terms of the second equation. 2 into 5, 10x. 2 into minus y, minus 2y. 2 into 4, 8. Now see, I have equated the coefficient of x in both the equations. Here, these two are equal and equal to 10. Now, sign is also same. Both have same sign. That is plus, plus, plus. Now, here is the rule. When sign is same, when sign of both coefficients same, then we have to subtract. This is the rule. Then we have to subtract. Again repeating, when we have to subtract, when the sign of both the coefficients which are equated, their signs are equal, like here plus and plus, because our primary aim is to cancel this term. So if we will add, we are not able to cancel these two terms. And this can be cancelled only when we can subtract these two equations. That's why the rule is when sign of both the coefficients are equal, same, then we need to subtract. Now another thing, when we have to subtract, the sign of bottom equation will change. I'm again repeating. When we are going for subtraction, the sign of bottom equation will change. Its sign is plus, so new sign would be minus. Here the sign is minus of the bottom equation, so its new sign would be positive. Here it is plus, so it would be minus. So when we go for subtraction, we have to keep in memory that the sign of bottom equation will definitely change. If we are not going to change, our calculation won't be correct. Now, we have to consider the new sign. Now, plus is not the sign of this 10x. Its sign is now minus 10x. So, plus 10x and minus 10x going to cancel. Plus 15y, this is not the sign of 2y. The sign, new sign is plus. So, 15y plus 2y, this is 17y. 25 minus 8, again we will get 17. The new sign is minus, its sign is minus, minus 8. 25 minus 8, 17. So y is 17 by 17. Again, y is equal to 1. In substitution method also, we get the value of y1. Here again we are getting. Now, we can put this value y in any one of the equations. Whatever equation we want to put, we can very easily put. So I'm going to put it in equation number 1. From 1, the value of y is 1. 2x plus 3 into 1 equals to 5. 2x plus 3 equals to 5. 2x, 5 minus 3, 2x equals to 2. So x is 2 by 2. So x is 1. So finally, x equals to 1 and y equals to 1. This we get. X equals to 1, y equals to 1. Earlier, in the substitution method also, we get the same value. Now, as I said earlier that in elimination method, we can equate any one of the coefficients, and that depends on our choice. That would be the coefficient of x or that would be coefficient of y. Right now, I explained this question by equating the coefficient of x. Now I am going to solve this question again by equating the coefficient of y. Now see, I'm going to rub it. Hope you have learned this. See, this time I want to equate the coefficient of y. So now going to ask, by what number I should multiply in equation 1 and by what number I should multiply in equation 2? Tell me, I'm waiting. Who is going to tell me? In equation 1, by what number I should multiply? I want to equate the coefficient of y. 1, 1 and 2, 3. 2 and 3, not 2 and 3. Yeah, equation 2 by 3. Yeah, correct. So see, 3 multiply here and its coefficient is not written. It means this is 1. So if we want to multiply, we can write 1. But you know, whenever we multiply any number with 1, we get the same value. So no need to show all. But if you want to show, no problem, you can write this. Now, 2x plus 3y, this is equal to 5. Now multiply with 3. 15x minus 3y equals to 12. Now see, we have equated the coefficients of y. Coefficients of y are equated this time. Now we have to look for the sign. What are the signs? In previous example, the sign was positive in both the equations. Then we went for subtraction. The rule was, if signs are same, then do subtraction. But here the signs are not same, they are different. So here is the rule. When signs are different of the coefficients equated, then we go for addition. Subtraction is done only when signs of coefficients equated are same, and when signs are different, we go for addition. So here we can write adding. Now, when we go for addition, like I'm going to repeat, when we went for subtraction, the sign of bottom equation changes earlier when we went for subtraction. When we go for addition, there is no change in the sign. Sign will remain same. No change in the sign. We do not need to change the sign when we are doing addition. Now, plus 3y and minus 3y, it will cancel because sign is not going to change. 2x and 15x, 17x, 5 plus 12, 17. X is 17 by 17, so x is 1. Again, we get the value of x as 1. Now we can put this value in any one of the equation. It's our choice. If you want to put it 1, we can put it there. Or we want to put it in equation 2, we can put it in 2 also. So this time I'm going to put it in 2. From 2. 5 into 1 minus y equals to 4. So 5 minus 4 equals to y. So y is equal to 1. Finally, x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. Again, we are getting the same answer. No matter by which method we are going to solve a particular question, we will always reach to same destination. So far I have explained two methods, substitution method and elimination method. I have some more questions based on these two. So right now I am not going to explain cross multiplication. That is a different type of explanation required for that. Instead of that, I am going to show you some good questions. Some good questions for board examination and one particular question for Olympiad exam or an NTSC exam. So let me show those two questions. See, one question is 1 by 2x plus 1 by 3y equals to 2. 1 upon 3x plus 1 by 2y equals to 13 by 6. We have to solve these two equations. Now my question is, can you tell me how this particular question is different from the previous one which I explained? Is there any difference between this question and the previous one? I'm going to write that 2x plus 3y equals to 5, 5x minus y equals to 4. This was the previous question. Are you getting any difference in these two questions? You can tell me. I'm waiting. If you are able to find the difference between these two questions, because to solve you have, yeah. What is that, Sadia? Good. What is that difference? Yes, Atharv? Fraction. Okay. Okay. Still, the main thing you have not recognized. The power of the variables in not a whole number. See, here the variable was in the numerator. It was x by 1 or y by 1, 5x by 1, y by 1. So here the variable was in the numerator. While in this particular question, the variables are in denominator, means it has a degree -1. So this is the real change. And this we have to find out. We have to understand that this is the difference, that here the variables are in denominator. Now, when variables are in denominator, how we can proceed to solve this particular question? Because now this is not similar to this one. See, it is very easy. Only one thing, one additional thing we need to do. We have to assume let 1 by x as something, suppose A, and 1 upon y as something, suppose B. This we need to assume the extra thing. When we have to do this? When variables are in the denominator. Simple. If variables are in the numerator, no need to assume like this. Okay. So after assumption 1 by x equal to A, who is going to tell me what I should write here? When I have assumed 1 by x as A, what I should write here in terms of A? Any one of you want to tell me? Anybody? See, 1 by 2x can be written as 1 by 2 into 1 by x. Is it okay? Yeah, correct. Correct. Okay. So this I have assumed as A. It means 1 by 2 into A. It means this is A by 2. So its value is A by 2. Okay. So going to write it. This is A by 2. Similarly, 1 by y is B. So we can write here B by 3. This is 2. Now, since this is in the fraction, now see what happened. Now the variable is in the numerator. It comes to this form. We solved that previous problem. Now, since this is in fraction, so first of all, whenever the numbers are in fraction, take the LCM and bring it in one line, means like in this form. So take the LCM 6, 2, 3 ja, 3a, 3, 2 ja, 2b equals to 2. So 3a plus 2b equals to 12. Now this is I'm going to assume as equation number 1. Then the second equation I can write a upon 3, this one, a by 3, this one, b upon 2, this is 13 by 6. Again, this is in fraction. So we need to take the LCM 2a plus 3b, 13 by 6. 6 going to cancel this. So 2a plus 3b equals to 13. This is the second equation. Equation number 2. Now, we have to follow the same rule. Here it is 3, here it is 2. So I'm going to multiply here at 2 as 2 and here with 3. When we multiply with 2, it will become 6a, here 4b, and here 24. As I said earlier, whenever we want to multiply, we have to multiply in both the sides, LHS as well as RHS. Now going to multiply with 3 in this equation. This is 6a, this is 9b, and here it is 39. Now, the equated coefficient is here 6 and 6, and both have same sign. So what we have to do here? Who is going to tell me? We need to subtract or add. Fast, I'm waiting. What we should do? Whether we should subtract or add. Here in this one, here the minus, subtract, correct. So subtracting, now the sign will change. Sign of the bottom equation will change. So minus, 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 because this plus change to minus, this plus change to minus. Plus 6a minus 6a cancelled. 4b and minus 9b, we will get minus 5b. 24 and minus 39, we get minus 15. Minus minus cancel. So b, we are getting 15 by 5, we are getting 3. So we are getting b as 3. Now we can put in any one of the equation. We can get a by putting from 2, 2a plus 3 into 3 equals to 13. So 2a equals to 13 minus 9, 2a equals to 4. So a is 4 by 2. So a is in fact 2. Now we get a also. But see, the question was in terms of x and y. We later assumed a and b, 1 by x as a and 1 by y as b. So we cannot tell the answer in terms of a and b. We have to find x and y. Still, our solution is not complete. Now 1 by x, this is equal to a, and a we have got 2. 2 means 2 by 1. By cross multiplication we get 2x, and 2x equals to 1. So we will get x as 1 by 2. Similarly, 1 by y was assumed as b, and b is equal to 3. 3 means 3 by 1. By cross multiplication, 3y equals to 1. So we get y as 1 by 3. Now we have got the value of x 1 by 2 and y 1 by 3. This is the solution of this particular case. And this I have solved again using elimination method. Why? The reason is elimination method takes minimum time. It is the shortest method. So most of the time in calculation, we go for elimination method. We solve by substitution method or by cross multiplication method only when the question asked to solve by that method. Otherwise, we go for elimination method because it saves our time. It takes minimum effort to reach to the answer. Any doubt at any place so far? If anybody has any doubt, or if you are okay, you can write okay. So far, everything is fine. Then I will come to the next question. Okay. So now moving to the next question. This is again a good question, and it is also good for board exams as well as Olympiad paper. Sometimes back, this question was also there in some Olympiad exams. The question is this one: 99x plus 101y plus 99y equals to 501. These are the two equations. Now, it is looking very simple. Only the numbers are looking bigger, like 99.
I believe there is some network issue at Tariq sir's end. So just hold on, kids. So meanwhile, like, how's the class going on, kids? I hope you are able to understand the concepts. Right, kids? Okay, it's butter clear. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think Tariq sir have joined.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Now I'm back.
Yes, sir.
So now everything's fine. Video clear. My voice is reaching to everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you're
It's
audible.
clear.
Okay. So I was asking about this particular question. It looks like simple. We can solve it by using that elimination method. Correct? The only problem is here the numbers are big. And when we will start multiplying, it will again take much time. And our purpose is to solve the question in minimum time, particularly in Olympiad exam or in some NTSE exam, because there is hardly 1 minute for one particular question. So if we multiply 101 here, it will take much energy and much time. So it won't help in our purpose because it will take 5, 6, 7 minutes. So here one shortcut is there. So I'm going to show you that. See, I'm going to add 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2. By adding, we can get 200x plus 200y equals to 1000. By taking 200 common, we can write x plus y equals to 1000 and dividing by 200, we can write x plus y equals to 5. Now see, by the addition of these two equations, this equation changes to a simple equation, x plus y equals to 5. Now again, I'm going to subtract 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2. So here minus 2x and here plus 2y, and this is equals to minus 2. Again going to take 2 common. So minus x plus y equals to minus 2. When we will divide with this 2, it would be minus x plus y, and this is equal to minus 1. This is equation number 2. Now see, by just adding these two equations, how simple equation we are going to get. Now it's very simple equation, and within 10 seconds we can solve it. No need to multiply because coefficients are equal. So x plus y equals to 5 and minus x plus y equals to minus 1. Here the sign is also different. No need to subtract. By adding y plus y 2y, 5 minus 1 4. So y is equal to 2. We get the value of y2. Now the putting the value of y here, x plus 2 equals to 5. So x we will get 3. Finally, x3 and y 2. And this is the solution. So this was one of the important questions. I have still one more question to show you, but it will take some time. I think Aarti ma'am, no much time is left.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Tariq, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Okay.
session. Okay. So students, how was the session? Can you please let us know in the chat box? Okay. Good. Okay. Only Athav is mentioned good. Okay. Okay. So other can also write. Okay. No problem. So students, do you have any doubt or question you can ask if you have? No one have any question? Okay. Okay. So I think then it is we can wrap up if no one have any question. Aarti ma'am, can you please share that link?
Yeah, I'll do that right away.
Okay, okay, okay. So everyone, now Tariq sir will meet you in the live classes. Okay, live classes will start from 23rd March. You can see the links in the chat box. Okay, please copy this link and save somewhere. This links will from this links you can register on Olympiad Success. Okay. So again, thank you Tariq sir for the great session. Thank you Aarti ma'am, and thank you everyone. Okay, we will meet you in the live sessions now. Okay, bye bye.
Bye
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.